Welcome to Yupari Gaming. Today I'm gonna finally unlock second companion Isobel. Came with High Isles chapter. And there she is.
I'm sorry, this isn't the best time. My friend Aurelia has a bit of a problem. Her mother has promised her hand in marriage, and I need to get her out of it. Somehow. Actually, you look quite capable. Would you mind lending me a hand?
And who are you?
Apologies. My name is Isobel Valois. I'm an aspirant in the Sapphire Tourney, a proving ground for squires looking to join the knightly orders. Aurelia's mother is knight commander and, brashly offered her daughter's hand as a prize.
How are you going to get your friend out of this promise?
Well, normally, aspirants only compete in one of the trials. If I can win all three, the Knight Commander will be compelled to grant a boon of my choosing. I can free Aurelia from her mother's promise. What do you say? Will you be my second?
I'll help you, Isobel.
The Eight must have me in their hearts. My second just left my service, and here I was thinking I'd have to do it alone. All right, there are 3 knightly orders here on the Isle. Let's decide what task to tackle first.
You mentioned the 3 orders. What are they? What do they want us to do?
The people of the Sisters take pride in our knights, the same as anywhere in High Rock. The Sapphire Tourney hosts 3 orders: the Iron Knot, the Oaken Order, and the Order of the Albatross.
What do you know about the Order of the Iron Knot?
They're martial warriors and excellent to horse. You might say the Iron Knot is the most traditional of the Sapphire Orders. Our trial will be to find the hilt from a lost sword called Redheart. It was the blade of the first Duke Dufort.
Where was the sword lost?
Somewhere on these lands, before they belonged to the Duforts. The hilt supposedly had a massive rough-cut ruby in it. Should be easy to spot. My last squire, Burjo, suggested we hit the castle library to get an idea of where to start looking.
What can you tell me about the Order of the Albatross?
8 above help me. They're artists and sailors, singers, bards, and pirates all. Brave, swashbuckling warriors that make you recite poetry. Ghastly stuff.
Is our trial a poem?
No, thankfully. Our trial will be to reclaim the gilded loot of Captain Brenvale. The story goes that he went down into the castle crypts years ago, hoping to use song and steel to subdue a spirit. He never returned. Hopefully we'll do better.
Tell me about the Oaken Order.
Oaken Knights tend to be battle mages, conjurers, and support spellcasters. Their power stems from High Isle's strong tradition of druidic magic. Our trial will be to convince an elder to give us a staff, a symbol of their order.
Do we talk to the mage or fight them?
I'm guessing it won't be that straightforward, but who knows? There's a way shrine near the Coral River to the east. I'll meet you there, and we can make for the site of the trial.
Let's get that staff for the Oaken Order.
I'm no mage, but I think I might have a leg up here. Either way, it's going to make for a good story. That way shrine near the Coral River is our starting point. I'll see you there.
Can we talk about what's going on?
Of course. Drake, I'm sorry. I bet I came on a little strong. I've spent months preparing for the tourney, and now the commander's pronouncement has sent me adrift. I'll be all right. What would you like to know?
What does stray mean?
Sorry. It's a curse I picked up from my dad. A word from the old druid tongue that's been co-opted for common folk. I sort of grew up here at the castle, and it's a little more acceptable than the curses the dockhands use, so I use it.
Got it. Why are you so eager to help Aurelia?
Aurelia and I grew up together. We've been close since we were very young, and, well, I can't stand the thought of her marrying one of the other aspirants. Especially Morton's. My goodness, what a dreary man.
Does this tourney happen every year?
Nope. The tourney is only called every few years, as schedule and aspirants allow. The commander wants to make sure there are enough people in the mix to make it a challenge. And the orders are only so large on High Isle, as you might imagine.
How does the tourney work?
I'm not sure how Tamsfolk tourneys work, but here each order sets a challenge. Attempting the challenge for an order marks you in good standing, and each order only chooses 1 or 2 aspirants for knighthood. It's fairly competitive as a result.
Which order do you belong to?
I'm not a knight just yet. That's why I'm in the tourney. I was a squire for years before I came an aspirant. You don't want to know how many stalls I've cleaned. The tourney gives me a chance to prove my worth to the orders, you see.
Which order do you want to join?
That's a handsome question. I wish I had an answer for you. I can see ways that I'd be a good fit for either the Oaken Order or the Iron Knot. Maybe even the Order of the Albatross. That's a problem for Day's End, Isobel to face.
That's all the questions I have for now, Isobel.
I'll meet you near the old way shrine just up the road. You're going to help us? The Eight bless you.
Okay, let's see where I have to go. Okay, so it's this one here.
Ugh, I thought I heard Snag yelling in the distance. He's another aspirant and a complete donkey's arse. Never mind him. We're on a quest.
Right. The Elder and the Staff. Where do we go?
So we have a bit of a leg up on this one. The Elder is a wizard named Erlebrew. He's actually a friend of my father's. He used to tell me stories when I was young. Funny little man.
And you need to steal a staff from him.
I would never. Stealing is, well, unknightly. Knowing Erlebrew, the challenge will be more about thinking and reason than magic or subterfuge.
All right. Let's find this wizard.
Right. If I remember correctly, I think he lives in a little grotto to the south, near the coast. He likes his privacy, our Oaken Elder.
I'm not sure I have heard a knightly order of mages before.
I suppose in the stories, knights are usually all swords and glory, but the druids have been here forever, practically. Every kid in the Sisters grows up knowing a little bit about runes and nature and the true way.
So the Oaken Order is a druidic group.
I think they used to be, but no, these days anyone can join. Even non-mages who want to learn the ways of Ifre. Just another little quirk of life on High Isle.
Okay. Let's see where I can get in. Was probably yes. Here.
Get behind me, squires! Snag was here first! Ha!
We arrived at the same time, you simpering buffoon.
Well, you're still too late. A wizard's magic is no match for the strength and honor of this aspirant. For honor!
Okay.
All right. Seems like the direct approach won't work here.
I'm sure I can get this barrier open.
Erlebrew doesn't go easy on aspirants, it seems. A bird. Looks like a forest heron, perhaps. I think the trick to this is the pillars themselves.
I
Take a
don't
look.
want to touch the
Careful.
barrier.
Careful there. Look at that branch there. Representing Spriggans, maybe? A cat's paw. That old man. I know exactly how to bring down the barrier. He's lifted the pillars and the symbols from a story he told me as a child.
This barrier is from the story he told you.
Almost exactly. A wise old sage puts up a barrier around his home. He's trying to protect a little girl he's raising from a fearsome dark knight. She grows up to be a mighty warrior, but the sage makes her figure a way out of the sacred grove.
How did she bring the barriers down in the story?
In the tale, the symbols on the pillars held the key. Like the cat there. A cat's paw is a pretty little flower that grows in shady forests. And that bird looks like a forest heron. I'd bet anything we need one of their feathers.
And the branch on the third pillar.
I've seen it before. It's a druidic symbol for Spriggans. In the tale, she befriended one that lived in the grove. She wore a Spriggan's veil, a wreath of leaves they shed every year. Here, if you can find the items, I'll guard our spot.
You got it. A heron's feather, cat's paw flowers, and a Spriggan's veil. Okay, looks like I don't have to go far. Okay.
You're back. Carrying feathers and branches and flowers, I hope. Majestic birds. Right up until you're cleaning scat off the docks. Cat's paw. Beautiful.
Come on.
That did it. Can you talk to him? I'm all sweaty.
Oh, hello then. Figured out my barrier, did you? And is that little Izzy I see back there?
Yes, I'm acting as her second. She said you used to know her as a child.
Oh, yes. I hoped it would be her. She remembered the tale of Myriette la Courageuse, eh? So nice you two could come out, eh? Usually it's just me and the forest spirits these days.
Would you mind if we took your staff?
Of course not. Solve the puzzle, take the staff. That's the idea, right? What's out back leaning against a cottage? Enjoying good health, second.
Thank you, Eripru.
Off you go then, and be careful where you put that thing. That staff's like me. It might be old, but it can still zap the ears off a rabbit if you aren't careful.
Were you hoping Isobel would complete your trial?
Oh, no, that would be wildly inappropriate. I pulled this challenge directly from the pages of one of my favorite books. Who can blame me? I'm a daffy old wizard.
Okay, bye-bye.
Come here, lass. No need to dawdle near the door like you're still a squire.
Thank you, you old goat. Still thinking of me all these years later. We've got the staff. The moment I heard Erlebrew was representing the Order, I knew we might have a shot. Well done.
Are you glad the Oaken trial is behind us?
I am. Those stories Erlebrew told me when I was little, they're a part of why I'm in the tourney today. And I won't lie, it's nice to know he still cares about me. Strange, lovely man. Let's move on. Eight above, help me. No, thankfully. Our trial will be to reclaim the gilded loot of Captain Brenvale. The story goes that he went down into the castle crypts years ago, hoping to use song and steel to subdue a spirit. He never returned. Hopefully we'll do better.
Let's find the loot for the Order of the Albatross.
Hello? Isabel?
Aurelia, what are you doing here?
Don't be annoyed. I, did sort of follow along.
I'll catch up to you. I want to talk to Aurelia, make sure she's all right. Give me strength. Of all the sneaky, dishonest... We've got a small hitch in this rope. The key to the Catacombs entrance is usually right near the door. But someone took it.
Perhaps one of your competitors.
Drake, I hope not. The idea of aspirants trying to directly sabotage each other doesn't sit well with me. And I see that look in your eye. No lockpicking. Buff my plates. We still need that key.
No lockpicking. Got it. Is there other key somewhere?
Yes, let's split up. I'll go speak to the castle stewards, and you head for the offices of the Knight Commander. We can meet back here. Stendar willing, one of us will have some luck.
I'll meet you back here then.
I still can't believe someone took the key. So childish. I bet it's Morton's. Morton's.
Did you say the Albatross Knights are pirates?
I mean, they're not real pirates. They're knights who ride the waves instead of horses. And sing. By the gods, do they sing. There's an old joke around the castle that they're called the Order of the Albatross because they're so damned loud.
Right. They want us to get musical instrument.
Yes, a golden lute. The story goes that some years back, the head of the Order, Sir Brenvale, went down to clear the catacombs of a mad spirit. I think it was some Dufort noble? I'm not sure who. But Sir Brenvale never returned.
Why did the singing sailing knight go after a ghost?
I'll be honest, this is one order I'm not likely to join. They're an odd group. But it kind of makes sense. Just think of them as something like chivalric bards. They're constantly on the hunt for new adventures, new tales to tell.
Okay.
Let's meet back inside the chapel. The catacombs entrance is down the stairs.
Oh, Mother. How could you do this to
I heard you
me?
convinced Martin Datu to enlist in the
Thank
Guard.
you for assisting Isabel. I'm so grateful to you both. Aspirant Mortons came by not that long ago and told me he already had a honeymoon trip planned. The audacity!
Isobel and I are trying to enter Catacombs, but we can't find a key.
Oh, one of the other knights probably took it or hid it. Cheating! Isabel will not like that. One of my mother's aides might have one. It It's good she sent you to ask, though. Best she avoids the Night's Wing for now.
Why is that?
She and I have been friends since we were very young. Knowing Izzy, she'll want to avoid even rumors she appealed to my mother for help. I'd start by asking Dame Hendra. Nilsman might have a key as well.
Thanks, Aurelia.
If you don't have an appointment to meet with Commander Jorvel, make one. She's busy, as am I. The Nord over there can make the appointment for you, if he's not writing that god's-awful poetry at the moment.
I'm looking for a key to the catacombs.
And I'm looking for a posting more interesting than pushing papers for Knight Commander Jorvel, or playing politics with snooty nobles. Tell me, why should I give a key to the first peasant who comes wandering in off the lawn?
I'm a peasant with a surprisingly full coin purse.
A bribe? How unexpected. Most people I have to deal with would rather get snippy and tell the commander about how rude I am. All because I can't be arsed to be obsequious. Refreshing. Here's a key. Try not to get killed down there.
Thanks. Come on, really?
I hope you've had better luck than I did. The stewards were no help at all. Alright, let's see if we can find that fancy loot. Sir Brenvale probably made it deep into the crypts. These catacombs have been built up over generations. Might be a bit twisty down here. Let's see if we can... Don't mess with the street kid.
Hello? I say Langley, is that you? Help a fellow out?
It's Isobel Valois, Mortons. I'm here with my second. We'll try to help you.
Whoever you are, I was here first. You've got to hang back. Attorney honor demands it.
Are you stuck in there?
No, I'm hiding. I have a bit of a fear of spiders, you see. In my defense, I made it past a bunch of the smaller ones. But I lost my nerve when a giant red-eyed beastie leapt out at me.
Well, good luck in there. We are heading into catacombs.
Just a moment. You won't get very far without the key to the Deep Crips, which I just happen to have. Ha! I tell you what. When that thing surprised me, I may have dropped my sword. Return it to me, and I'll slip you the key. What do you say?
All right, we'll find your sword in exchange for the key.
your sword,
Oh,
Mortons.
you're back.
My second will pass it to
How lovely. Did you manage to find my sword?
Yes, here you go. I'll slide it under the door.
Ah, very good. You know, I've always said that Isabel was a fair hand. Never doubted you for a moment. Here's your key. The door to the Deep Crips should be off the main chamber east of here.
Thanks.
Yes, well, we're both sporting. Well done all around. And perhaps you won't mention this when telling the tale of your trial?
I'm sure Isobel won't say a word.
There. I'll put a blade. Good luck to you.
I've never been this far into the Catacombs. What a story this will make. They say that Sir Brenvale died at the hands of a ghost. The old Mad Duke. Gives me the shivers.
I'll take your fingers! Vengeance for Mother's treachery!
Look! I think that's the loot! Oh. We've got it! Drake, let's get out of here.
Lord, at last, someone retrieved my gilded loot. Come, follow me, away from this place. That ghastly mad spirit may return anon.
Ah, fresh air. Those catacombs were musty as a crypt. Not quite how I imagined that would go. But we faced the Mad Duke, walked with the spirit of Sir Brenvale, and lived to tell the tale. I'm sure the Order will approve.
The gilded loot of Sir Brenvale is yours. How are you feeling?
Good, except for the make up a poem or sing a song about it part coming at the end of the tourney. That I'm less excited about. Let's keep moving. They're martial warriors and excellent to horse. You might say the iron somewhere on these lands before they belonged to the Duforts. The hilt supposedly had a massive rough-cut ruby in it. Should be easy to spot. My last squire, Burjo, suggested we hit the castle library to get an idea of where to start looking.
Let's find that hilt for Iron Knot. To the library.
Go on. I'll catch up with you at the castle's library. It's easy to find. Big room, full of books. Yeah. There you are. Let's see if we can unearth the past, shall we? People left books open all over the place. How rude. What was that one about? I found something about crop rotation. Exciting. Find anything promising? Let's chat. The book was already open. I bet my old second Burjo offered the same advice he gave me to aspirant Langley. Drake!
I think it had a clue about Redheart, Oldstone Woods.
Let's see. You're right. Looks like the Duforts had a holdfast there. before they became nobles. Oh wait, I know this place. It's an old ruin off to the east. Aurelia and I used to pretend it was a witch's lair when we were young.
You knew about this place. Why did we need to look it up in a book?
Well, in my defense, I didn't know it was owned by the Duforts when we played there as kids. We also didn't go looking for knightly relics, which now I wish we had.
Fair enough. How do we get to the ruin?
There aren't really roads back there, but I remember a nice wide path we can take. I'll mark your map. Maybe if we hurry we can beat Burjo and Langley to the ruin.
Sounds good. I'll meet you there.
I'll see you there. I'm hoping we can beat the other aspirants to the hilt.
Why are we looking for a hilt? Didn't you say the Iron Knot valued martial skill?
Each of the captains have their own view on how to earn honor. I've heard stories that the Iron Knot's captain, Orlfeth, has slain trolls twice her size. So just swinging a sword won't impress her. She wants warriors that can think as well as fight.
Does she hide his hilt out there for every tourney?
That's a funny thought. I don't think so, but we can ask her. The hilt itself is classic Iron Knot, a historic trophy from a mighty warrior who fell in single combat at a crucial battle and changed history with his blade.
Okay. Okay, let's see where I have to go.
Oh, Madame Valois, you're too late. I'm here first, you cannot pass through.
I guess what he said. Sorry, Isobel.
Hurry up, will you, lad? I'll need sustenance forthwith, and you don't have much time to make me a meal.
Second, over here. Let's talk. It's not worth a row with Langley over who can search the woods first. I'd best him easily, don't get me wrong. But blatant fighting between aspirants is frowned upon. Doesn't matter. I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Langley's first and last thoughts every day are about himself. He'll have Burjo working on moving those trees. Well, until he gets bored. So let's just go around.
There's another way up.
Remember, Aurelia and I used to play up by the ruin. There's a path around the rise to the east. Let's go carefully, though. We stopped playing up there when a Fawn warband moved in.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Here it is, just like I remembered, by the curved tree. The ruin should be at the top of the rise. This is it. The old stones, the locals call it. Let's find that hilt. That's it! Come on, let's get out of here before Langley and Burjo arrive.
That hilt must be around here somewhere. Get to work!
I'm not sure it's chivalrous of me, but we did it! Red Heart's hilt! As a knight aspirant, I know I should wish all of my competitors equally good luck. But Stendar, forgive me. I hope Langley gets bitten by every mosquito out here.
We got the hilt, and the Iron Knot's trial is complete. You must be pleased.
I am. I assumed the Iron Knot trial would be all about swordplay and martial skill. Maybe horse riding. Horses and I don't like each other much. Anyway, I'm actually quite pleased how we did. Let's move on.
We have completed all 3 trials, Isobel. What's now?
All that's left is to present the trophies. Everyone will be gathered at the tourney pavilion. I'm excited. And nervous. I get a bit uncomfortable being the center of attention. Here, meet me on the jousting grounds. We'll head in together.
I'll see you there.
We've done it! All 3 trophies! Meet me near the tourney pavilion.
Isobel! You've saved me! I'd better go and take my place. I promised Mother I wouldn't embarrass her.
I think my nerves are as settled as they're going to be. I get more anxious doing formal things like this than I do fighting werewolves. Come on, Izzy. Deep breaths.
What do we do now?
We walk in, and the tourney herald announces us. I go forward and claim the trophies. As my second, you have the honor of displaying each of them as I call them out. Oh, and most important, don't start laughing when I recite a poem.
You are reciting a poem?
It's tradition, Stendar help me. The Order of the Albatross requires it. Having you do this with me was more than helpful. You've been a calm and steady influence. A real partnership. Thank you. Let's just get through this last bit.
I'm ready.
Follow me. The sooner we start, the sooner it's over.
Well...
Lords and ladies, men and mer, a knight aspirant approaches the stage. Lady Isobel Valois.
Let's get things started.
Proceed, madam. Your second may present any trophies you have won.
Together, we found the hilt of blade Redheart, lost in a battle long ago. This we present to the Order of the Iron Knot.
Well done, aspirant Valois.
To the Order of the Albatross, we present the Gilded Lute of Sir Brenvale.
Wonderful. Now, perhaps we could hear a poem or ditty about the adventure, aspirant.
The lute of gold did gather mold, lost for many years. I cannot lie, Brenvale did die, tripping on a tomb. And finally, we present the Oaken Order with the Staff of the Wild Woods, after solving the wizard Erlebru's puzzle.
The Oaken Order commends you, aspirant.
Aspirant Valois, claiming all 3 trophies makes you the champion of the Sapphire Tourney. Come, you have earned a boon from your commander. From this day forward, you are a knight of High Isle. Be brave, courteous, loyal, and act with honor. Arise, Dame Isobel Valois.
Lord Commander, I know what my boon will be. You may know as well. Please release Aurelia from the promise you made. Allow her to make her own choice to marry or not, as she sees fit.
I cannot deny such a selfless boon. Aurelia is free to make her own choices, within reason.
Oh, thank the eight.
Dame Isobel, I am deeply impressed. I wish to speak with you and your second. Find me in my office at your convenience.
Okay.
Well, Isobel, it seems as though your second was a great boon to you today. Second, step forward. I'd like to speak to you. I've known Isobel, Dame Isobel, for many years. It was encouraging to see her push herself like this. I believe your able assistance may have also played a part?
I was happy to help.
Well, I believe a knight should not be measured by the worth of their weapon, but by the allies they keep. The Knights of High Isle pride ourselves on our courtesy, and I personally always wish to honor good people.
I'm not sure I follow.
For acting as Dame Isobel's second during this year's Sapphire tourney, I want to formally extend my thanks, as both Knight Commander and as a mother.
You are very, very welcome.
What a day. I suppose that just shows what determination can get you. When the tourney began, Aurelia was in the depths of despair. I was struggling. And now look at us.
Congratulations, Dame Isobel.
Thank you. Take the credit you're due. You kept me focused, gave me a sounding board, and most importantly, I knew whatever happened, I wasn't alone. I can't tell you what that meant to me.
I was glad to help.
I still can't get used to it. Dame Isobel Valois. I dreamed about wearing shining armor, riding a valiant steed. So far it's been crypts, creatures, and a lot of running around. I've loved every moment. Except maybe the poetry part.
So, what do you want to do next?
I've been thinking. I have a place here on High Isle, but I think I want to expand my horizons. I would like to see more, do more, learn more. If you could use a strong and loyal knight of High Isle in your travels, I'm up for anything.
Okay, sure.
If you'll excuse me, I have to get my things. I want to get ready for adventure.
Okay. So that was Isobel's unlock quest.
Just be ready to see Isobel less often, dear.
Very different from Ember's one. Lots of running, like she said. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I catch you on next one. Bye.